In my last video, I briefly showed you how to use the Quick Edit feature to edit a pre-made Moovly template using the form. And in this video, I'm going to show you the more detailed template feature where you can edit a pre-made Moovly template using Moovly's video editor. Now, this is more detailed and more advanced. However, it's really not that hard. It's actually still relatively easy, and Moovly walks you through every step of the way. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll click Use Template, and like before, the doodle animation has been copied into my project library, so I'm going to click Go to My Projects, knowing that I need to wait a good 30 to 60 seconds before it appears. Let's see if it's there now. You can see my doodle animation copy here. So I'm going to click it, and I have the option to edit project in the video editor here. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and rename my project by clicking this pencil. And I'm going to name it exactly what I named it in the last video, Meet Miss Merritt. And you can enter a project description. Meet your new school librarian, Miss Merritt. That way students know what the video is about. Now we're ready to go ahead and edit the project, and I'm going to show you all of the awesome features Video Editor has to offer. Now here's a look at Moovly's Video Editor Studio, and you can see the title of my project here, Meet Miss Merritt, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the lay of the land. On the left hand here, we have our picture library. And right now I have it filtered to show my personal library or pictures that I have uploaded into the Moovly library. But if you click this feature right here to expand it, you'll see that there are thousands of different pictures that you can include in a Moovly video, from graphics to stock media to green screen if you have the Max feature. There are tons of different options, and they'll all be here on the left. Along the right-hand side, we have different editing features for the stage. Now the stage refers to the video in the middle, where it will preview all of the different edits that you make in your movie. Along the bottom has a timeline by the second, and it has all of the different tiles that are stacked upon each other to actually create this Moovly. So let's go ahead and look at the introduction and expand it. You can see here all of the tiles that Moovly has already uploaded, such as the clapboard moving, that's this right here, a cloud burst that'll move, a boy waving, a boy giving a thumbs up, and so on. They've already timed these perfectly to make sure that you have an easy to use and professional looking video. So let's go ahead and jump in so I can show you the different editing features that exist in the video editor. I'm going to go ahead and click play so we can see how this video plays out. Now we've reached the first customizable tile that I think will be important for us to update, and that's the project title. You click any of these down here in order to activate the editing of the stage. So you can see that it's now changed and there's a box around project title. All I'm going to do is simply double click, and now I can highlight project title to name it what I want it to be. Similarly, I can do the same to the subtitle here, where I will include my name. So I've double clicked, I'll highlight and change it to Miss Merritt. Now, one thing to note from the quick edit form in my last video to the video editor that I'm showing here in this video is that you can get more detailed in your customization. In the quick edit form in my first video, I would have had to leave the text like this, because the only thing I can change is the actual words that are being input into the Moovly. However, in the video editor, I can get really specific with all of my different text properties along on the right side. For instance, I want Meet Your School Librarian to be aligned to the center. So I'm going to select all of it, and I'm going to go over here to alignment and put it in the center. That already looks much better. Now let's say I wanted Miss Merritt to be a different color, because the green and the orange together kind of remind me of the carrot. So I'm going to select Miss Merritt, And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to choose a different color, such as this nice blue. Already I like the look of that. So let's keep going to see what else we can customize. Here's my next customizable slide, the quote and the enter your quote here. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I kind of want to flip this. I want to put my quote up here and I want to move the author's name down here. Notice I'm able to adjust the size of each box the exact same way that I would in a PowerPoint presentation. It has very similar features. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my favorite quote. It says, if you want to make a difference, get out and go begin it. And this is actually a lyric from my favorite band, Paramore. So you can see that I'm able to adjust the settings to reflect what I want. Okay, now we're talking. Let's keep going. Here's my next customizable section. Here's where I'm going to go ahead and put in the headers of the different categories I was talking about with the students. And in my previous video, I identified those as a section about my childhood, a section about my college experience, and a section about my professional career. Now watch what happens when I write professional career. The box is too big, so I'm just going to simply downsize it and make it fit better. That's another advantage of using the video editor. When I was using the quick edit form, it isn't going to adjust the boxes. It's just going to look like this, and the box might be too big. And if you were just using the quick edit form, you'd have to be okay with that. But when you're ready to use the video editor, like I said, you can just downsize it and make it as beautiful as you'd like. Now, I don't think the orange and the green together are quite beautiful, so I'm going to show you how to change the background. I'm going to select the orange section. All I have to do is go over here and select the color that I want. Now that blue is still pretty intense, so you have the option to go ahead and tone down whichever color you choose. And look how great that is. Now that I've changed the background to this bluish green, this orange light bulb doesn't make much sense to me. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this picture, and it's really easy to do so. You can select the picture here, and you could simply hit delete and insert whatever clip art you want. However, something that Moovly offers that I absolutely love is the swapped object feature. So when I select this light bulb, I'm going to go over here and click the plus sign next to swap object. And this box comes up to tell you what that's all about. It says to drag your new object here to replace the current object, and here's the best part, while keeping the properties, animation, and timing. Because remember, Moovly did all of that work for you, so you want to keep those properties, animation, and timing. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to change it to a cartoon graphic. And I love this apple because it has to do with education. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this apple and I'm going to drag it over here to this box, and boom, it's going to replace the light bulb. And now we're ready to keep moving. And again, Moovly is always going to show you and tell you what the steps are. So to insert a picture, it tells me to use the swapped object function that I just showed you how to use. This time around, however, I don't want to use one of the pre-made graphics. I want to actually use something from my own computer files. So I'm going to go here to upload media, and you have third-party integration options such as Google Drive and Dropbox, or you can upload a file directly from your computer. So I'm going to choose to select my cute little Bitmoji here and click open. Now it is going to be added to my Moovly personal library. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to go back over here to swap object, and I'm going to simply click my Bitmoji and drag it over here to the swapped object box. And it replaced that dotted box with my Bitmoji. And you can even move things around if you don't exactly like how it lands. But notice that the picture is already sent to the back behind the hand. It fixes all of the properties for you. I'm going to fix my description that says, welcome to the, and you can already see that this next word is going to be too long. That's another awesome part about the video editor, is you see what your edits look like in real time. So I know that I need to hit enter here. Welcome to the Enter Northline Library ! Now I don't really like this font. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of the font here in this box, and I can go over here, and again you see all these text properties including the different type of font. So I'm going to select a font that I like. That's this one, and resize my box accordingly. There we go. Now another great thing about Moovly is, let's say you accidentally move the background as you're trying to move this text box. I say, oops, that's not what I meant to do. So you can just go over here and hit the back button, and problem fixed. Like I said, super similar to a PowerPoint. Okay, let's keep going. I just have to pause for a second, and I just think the steam on this coffee mug is so cute. I love all of the tiny little details that they infuse in these templates. Another area to customize, and I already customized these in my first video, so I'm just going to update this really quickly because you've already seen the facts that I'll include here. Here we go. Here are my 3 facts about childhood, college, and my professional career. So let's go ahead and advance to the last slide. Now this last slide is a perfect opportunity to insert text, whether that be references if you refer to sources throughout your video, or it could be an opportunity to encourage your viewers to follow you on social media. And it's really easy, just like everything else on Moovly. Navigate to the top bar along here where you can insert certain shapes onto the template, or most importantly, you can add text. And all you have to do is click the Add Text feature and then click anywhere on the screen where you want to add that text, and boom, it'll automatically appear. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I will put follow us on social media. Actually, I'm going to be more specific. I'm going to say follow us on Instagram at Northline Libraries. And then you can adjust anything that you want to on this screen. See, look, accidentally moved the background. Just have to click back. Here we go. In order to make whatever you want the focus. And I want my focus to be this Instagram handle. And then, there we go. And I use Control Z, Control C, Control V, Control C. All of those shorthands work on Moovly as well. And let's say I do want to add a shape. I want to add a star. I just have to draw it on, and I can change the color to match the rest of the template just like that. All in all, Moovly makes the entire video editing process relatively easy. So let's take a look at our finished product.